we have we have Zoro versus Sasuke, but this is another one, right? This is Wano Zero versus EMS Sasuke. Sasuke with the eternal Mangekyo Sharingan. Not Sage's past Sasuke, that one, right? You know how we do this? In the first scenario, will be fought in One Piece. The second scenario will be fought in, will be fought in Naruto. Specifically, I'll fight. How I know if it's in One Piece, and then in the second scenario, they'll be fighting at Kabuto or Toby's hideout. Alright? So, first off, I have to tell you right now, strength goes to Sasuke. Sasuke, after he got his brother's eyes implanted, he was stronger from that. He didn't have to worry about anything, becoming weaker during the fight because he, can't see and he can't, strike, lift effectively. Zoro's strong as fuck too, and like, for a guy his size or whatever, right? But Sasuke got that category. Now speed, that goes to Sasuke too. Zoro's not slow, and he ain't, it ain't what these Naruto fans might say, because Zoro can still, catch Sasuke, but it's like, Sasuke has better reaction speed, and like, foot speed too, but it's like, he's not faster than Zoro by like that much. Um, Durability goes to Sasuke. We know why that is. It's because of the Susanoo clone, or not clone, but the cage, the rib cage he can put across himself. You know that saves him. It shields him a bit, right? Um, Zoro don't have nothing like that. Now Zoro has endurance, and he does have better endurance than Sasuke. Sasuke will expel a lot of chakra during the fight. He'll be forced to because Zoro is one of those guys that keeps on coming and keeps on coming. You have to kill this man to put him out, kind of shit, right? Intelligence goes to Sasuke. Sasuke is smarter than Zoro. He ain't the smartest guy in the world, but he's smarter than Zoro. But experience, that goes to Zoro. Zoro has, more experience, especially now that it's Wano Zoro, right? He has his Conqueror's Haki finally. That is at, play here in this fight. Close skills go to Zoro. He'll have to run up on Sasuke to, cut him down, right? Cut him the fuck up, right? Sasuke's taijutsu is it's alright, but range skills definitely go to Sasuke, right? He can use, Amaterasu, he can use Fireball Jutsu, he can use, Shidori String. Shidori is more of a close range technique, but he still has, Shidori String and all that, right? He has or not indoors arrow, but he has the Susanoo arrow, that he can shoot out too. Um, Recoup goes to Sasuke. He's better at recovery than Zoro, but you can give it to Zoro if you think so. Um, Hacks, that's going to Sasuke. He now has EMS eyes. He don't have to worry about overusing the Amaterasu. He can still run out of chakra, of course, but he don't have to worry about that. He won't have to worry about going blind or any of that shit. He can actually, his eyeball tracks, the person down. Like, let's say Zoro's running away from the Amaterasu, it's still tracking him. He's like, he'll catch him. Too, because he doesn't have to worry about the, side effects anymore. With the environment going to Zoro, gosh, One Piece fans, it's sad day because Zoro loses this fight. Mid-die diff. I'm gonna tell you right now because that Amaterasu is like the thing for me that is like something he cannot combat. This is not normal fire. This shit burns and burns and burns until Sasuke puts it out. You know, Zoro can evade it for a while. And even all the other shit that Sasuke has, Zoro has answers for that. He can break through the Susanoo. He can, even rip through the other, attacks that he has. As long as he don't let that Chidori hit him either, he's good. And he's also attacking Sasuke and dealing damage to Sasuke. But once that Amaterasu, the flame control comes out, Kagasuchi, yeah, that's when he dies. But it's mid to high diff. Then the next fight is taking place in Naruto. So strength goes to Sasuke, speed goes to Sasuke, durability goes to Sasuke, endurance goes to Zoro, intelligence goes to Sasuke, experience goes to Zoro, close skills go to Zoro, range skills go to Sasuke, recoup goes to Sasuke, hacks go to Sasuke, and environment goes to Sasuke. With Sasuke winning this fight mid to high difficulty. Zoro's a fighter type. Like he is. He'll fight until he can't fight no more. That's actually what keeps him in the fight, as long as it does. You know, that and he also has Conqueror's Haki too. Sasuke will sense that and understand that that's an issue, but he has something to counter that, and that is the Amaterasu. You know, Zoro can only run for so long and other things, and he has to come in close to like attack Sasuke, and he can just put the Amaterasu up in front of him, and basically once it touches Zoro, consume him. He'd be like, oh fuck, you know. So we got Zoro losing this one, mid to high diff. Sasuke wins. Be cool, go on the corner, y'all, and let me know what you think about that in the comments below. Be cool, go on the corner.